Okay, the digits say I'm live. We're gonna do some stuff. Live stream. Yeah, I'll work on my signage later. We're gonna do some simple stuff today. And we're gonna have a little chat. I got my notes. I got 2 pages of notes. So I'm gonna wait until I see like one person in here. I gotta fire up. Let me get my drink. Oh, there we go. I got my drink. I got my sticker. I gotta fire up my chat phone. Yeah, that's right. I use another phone for my chat. If you're in the chat, do me a favor and let me know if my sound is good. I'm going to be a little further away from the phone than I normally would be. As you don't know, I use 2 phones. Oh, look, live chat, live stream. There we go. And go. Okay. Looks good. The sun went down much faster than I expected, so I had to get started. All right, so basically what I've got is we're going to have a little fire. We're going to have a little bit of fun with it. Damn it, I need a lighter. I think I got a lighter. Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to get one of those fireballs. I'll be right back in a second. Stay live. And I see there's one person and they left. All right, anyway, be right back. Oh, there. All right, so several different things going on. I'm going to move you over here closer to the fire, and let's see if you can see things a little better that way. So basically what we got here is I've already got things set up. I'm going to kind of pan around here. You can see what my little setup is. I've got the thumb size stuff and a little bit of fat wood. Actually have lots of fat wood trees out here. Then some larger stuff, and then some bigger stuff to burn for later. I may even try to burn my new cup. But we'll see. Let's get you back on the fire. There we go. I think that's good enough. And then let's get it started. All right, so we're going to put that down there just because this thing doesn't really like that kind of stuff. Through there. Like so. Have some off to the top. Fat wood right there. Make us a little cubby. Then what I like to do is I like to use a little bit of dryer lint. Keep that in my pack. Stuff that in there. Then that's likely more than enough. But I wanted you guys to see this fireball. Yep, I'm still here. Okay, so little fireball I made. Sorry about not being completely prepared. And then all you basically do is you just slice the top of it into an X, like so. Expose it, and then you want to pull out some of the fibers. Now I couldn't find, I've got a whole pack that's set up for certain things, and I just didn't want to take damn it, did I lose my lighter? There it is. I didn't want to take the my fire sticks out. You can see how quickly that goes up. We'll put that right there. And that'll keep our fire started. Yeah, that other stuff already burst into flames. What I like about it is because you can bend it, you can actually like, and it's gonna, this thing will burn for at least 2 or 3 minutes. So I'm gonna put you down inside there. Playing with it a little bit more than I'd like to. Walmart special. All right, and then we got ourselves a little fire. Wood's a little wet, but we'll see what happens. Okay, so well, we've got that all squared away. Hopefully you're hearing me okay. Oh, nice wood fire. I got a lot of friends that really love that stuff. I'm gonna put you back over here. Get you back where you can see what's going on. I can see what's going on. I think that'll work. Hey, it looks like there's at least one person in the chat. Do me a favor. I'd just like to know who you are. If you could just like say hi or me or something like that. And that way I would know. And my guess is that you're not a subscriber, so you can't actually do that. All right, looks like the flame is on. All right, little admin note. Hey, if you see a lot of these around, there's a reason for that. People like to put them on the gas pumps. It's actually pretty cool. We'll see what happens. Okay, so we're gonna set that to the side. And we're gonna have a little sip of my cold coffee. I do like to make my own cold coffee because if you bought this at Starbucks, like this right now, actually less than this, like half of this, it's $3.60. I make it for nothing. Every day, when I finish a pot of coffee, or when I'm done drinking coffee, the extra just goes into a container that I can seal at the top to keep the air out of it and put it in the fridge. Now I have cold coffee. All right. So it looks like there's only one person in here. Oh, my phone is really not going to survive there. I'll try it one more time at a different angle. It's not really liking to be. You know what? I'm not even going to do that. I'll just put it on my leg. There we go. All right. So you saw today's 3 videos. I had the camera facing this way also because I'm also going to be doing some grilling back there. I have to kind of keep an eye on the clock. Oh yeah, by the way, yeah, just like as in the last 3, in the very last video about big business, and I went there. They charged me $7 for their time and the watch battery. At that point, I didn't actually care how much it was going to cost me. So there we go. A real cigar this time. That way I don't have to keep lighting it over and over and over for you guys. That fire looks like it's trying to do something. May have to get up in a second to put a little bit of thicker stuff on it. Let's see if this damn thing's actually working. I'm starting to wonder. Because I know that I'd been throttled at least one time. There it is. I know that I'd been throttled at least one time in the last 2 weeks by YouTube. So, yeah, that stuff is happening. God, I wish I didn't have to go so early. I'm pretty sure everybody's going to miss this. But that's okay, because as soon as it's over with, I can just, YouTube saves these as private videos, but I'll just have to go to the computer and make it public, and then everybody can watch it. All right, if you're not knowledgeable yet of the getter.com, Gettr.com, I recommend you get an account. Because the the big blue guys that control our social media, they are in the process of creating things that are going to lock us down. You're not going to be able to say what you want to say, and that's the way they're going to like it. I'm going to get some large wood on that. All right, there we go. That should take care of itself for a little while longer. Oh man, I really wish I knew who that one person who was watching was, because that's your loyal subscriber. At least I would think it is. So we're gonna let that turn into a lot of firing coals. I know someone's actually going to appreciate the hell out of that later on tonight. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's see. Yeah, definitely get yourself a Getter account, gettr.com. It's like Facebook, but it's much faster and much lighter, and you can say whatever you want to say there. I haven't had anything blocked yet, so you can pretty much talk about the vax or whatever you want to talk about. If you want to follow me, just look for Local Prepper, all one word, and I'll be there. All right. All right, so getting into the notes. It's actually 2 pages worth. Hopefully I can talk about these long enough that my battery doesn't die on my phone, because that's what I'm using right now. Let's see. So what do we got here? Oh, okay, so first thing, apparently the Biden administration has decided that they're going to send out notices to appear to tens of thousands of illegal immigrants. Basically, as it's been explained to us, the process is they show up here illegally, they're processed. If they're in fear for their life, they're basically said, here's your court date, show up a year later or whatever. Well, apparently Biden has sent out tens of thousands of notices to appear. So the first question is what addresses did they use? Because I'm pretty sure that these guys don't got no addresses. And I'm also pretty sure they don't want to be found. We have millions of illegal aliens in this country that do not want to be found, that were here long before Biden. Now it's even worse. So that's interesting. And well, I mean, at this point in the world, saying that's interesting is just another YouTube cliche. So I'm trying to stop saying it. I'm seeing no comments on that, so we will just move along to the Rittenhouse case. Been watching that most of the day. It's pretty interesting. Yesterday, pretty much the state's top star witness destroyed their case. Absolutely destroyed their case when he was asked if he pointed his weapon at Rittenhouse first, and he said yes. So it's not going to be good. It's actually been pretty interesting today. They dropped a bunch of the charges. There were a total of 7 charges. There we go. There were a total of 7 charges. I'm not exactly sure how many have been dropped, but it's been very entertaining to watch the state try to prosecute him. There was even one point where they had already agreed that one of the witnesses that the defense was going to provide had 2 juvenile offenses, and they do that to try and establish whether the person has some kind of credibility or not. I'm sorry about that. They basically agreed that they weren't going to talk about it, and that as soon as the guy got on the stand, the state tried to talk about it. So it's not looking good. And honestly, basically the case is over. The judge knows it. The prosecution knows it. The defense knows it. And it's just a known. Oh, hello. We got somebody talking here. What do we got here? Because I want to talk to you, my friend. What do we got here? Tyrone Jackson, after studying 8,000 reports of government-caused deaths, Rummel estimates that there have been 2.6 million of domicide in the last century. Okay, according to his figures, 6 times as many people have died from the actions of people working for governments that have died in battle. Tyrone, if that's your real name, Mr. Jackson, that could all very well be true. That could all very well be true. I used to work for the government. We killed all sorts of people all the time. It was our job. But I don't know where you're going with that. Maybe you could be less wordy, or maybe a question, or a more direct statement. But I do like where you're going with it. There's a lot of data in there. I like that. All right. Fire's kicking up good. I think it might be time to put something bigger on it already. Because, as you can say, I can make a fire. All right. Don't you dare question my prepper skills. Ugh. All right. Oh, Miss Jackson got some more stuff for me. What do we got here? Wiki a Kakistariski. I'm probably saying that completely wrong. Is a system of government which is run by the worst, least qualified, and most unscrupulous citizens. I got one for you, Tyrone. I got one for you to blow their mind. Some lefty was running their suck today on Twitter about how there was a conversation. It was basically a meme. There was a conversation about between these two children, and how one was like, oh, they weren't wearing masks on the bus and they didn't stay 6 feet apart, and then the other confirmed it, and then they're like, we should have more children running government. And my response was simple. We already have too many children running government as it is. These arrested development, these people that 50 years ago would be inside of an insane asylum, people that 20 years ago would not be talking this crap in public for fear that somebody would find them and do things to them that they wouldn't like. They know they're nuts. They know they're crazy, but they feel empowered because they have platforms just like this. And they got enough crazy people. Crazy people want to be heard. They want to be followed. You know, I mean, they're this YouTube, this kind of stuff, public office, it's like heroin for them. So, man, I really love your comment. I really do. I really wish you would, like, stop copy and pasting crap and just talk like a normal human being. That would be super. But until then, I still think it's great. All right. So the Rittenhouse case, it's basically over. They literally dismissed the fact that they tried. Charge number 7 was that he was out after curfew, and their evidence was that a deputy sheriff said that he told him that. But when they checked, there was actually no curfew at the time he told him that. So now this deputy sheriff is actually in question. All right. What do we got here? So we're going to talk more about the Rittenhouse case on another feed or in another video or some shit like that. I'm basically videoed out today. What do we got here? What time is it? I need to pay attention to the time because I got to start cooking probably here in about 45 minutes. All right. Mass walkouts. Mass walkouts between 8 and 11 November. If you haven't been paying attention, there's been a lot of walkouts. Most of them have been in Europe, and over the thing. And there's been a few here in the United States, but they're really difficult to find because the press is not following them at all. And yeah, there's that. But there are some that are expected, and there's actually some protests that they're talking about, believe it or not, on Veterans Day. Which I can't say that I actually support. All right. What do we got here? The key thing to remember about these walkouts is that it's a prime opportunity for those that want to make things look worse than they really are to create false flags. Don't fall for it. If you go to them, don't bring guns, don't bring weapons, don't bring anything that can be construed as a weapon. Be a good American. Protest things that you don't like and do it peacefully. And there's not a damn thing anybody can say to you about it. What do we got here? Knives out. Radicals attack their own people. So basically, with that whole what's the word? The infrastructure bill. With the infrastructure bill, there were 6 Democrats who voted against it. And those were the leftists, the radicals that basically said that it didn't go far enough. And so now all of the radicals are eating their own. If you didn't follow their agenda to the T, if you didn't learn how to turn your car into a green machine, and if you didn't vote to make things worse than they already are, then they're after you. And some of the Democrats, even some of the 13 Republicans that voted for it, are actually being attacked by the radical left, even though they voted for it. Those 13 Republicans that did vote for it, it's not good for them. This is not good for them. They think it is. They think, well, I'm bringing billions of dollars to my state. It's not even their state. It's like more like a handful of counties that they have. And it's like they sold their soul. I don't even know. There's not even any words for it. All right, what do we got here? So officially, Biden is a lame duck president as of Monday. Apparently, that's what the left-wing media is saying. Not exactly sure why. But it's pretty clear that he's not in control of anything. He's not in control of anything whatsoever. What else we got here? Since no one else is talking, since Tyson ran away, or whatever. What do we got here? Adam Schiff got destroyed on The View over the fake Steele dossier. And in his response, he actually said the word erection, and then corrected himself. It's kind of like all over the Twitter sphere. I don't know what to say. I think that that kind of stuff is pretty funny because the guy's a liar. And if you didn't know it, congressmen can go up in Congress on congressional property and say anything they want to. They can lie through their teeth to people's physical detriment, and it's completely legal. They can slander you, they can libel you, they can do anything they want on congressional property. That's why they never talk smack once they go back home, because they know they can be held accountable for it. I just think it's ironic that of all places to get handled was on the frickin' View. You would think that they would be cleaning his shoes for him. Very, very odd. Very odd. What do we got here? Twitter has started tagging Republican representatives' tweets as hateful conduct. There's a reason for that. It's not just the crazy left. It's not just people are just... You're going to love this. Twitter launched today a brand new Twitter. It's called Twitter Blue. Now, if you don't know what that is, everybody's got a blue check mark if you're real people. Yeah, no, that's not the international sign for anything other than I made you look. But they launched Twitter Blue, and it's in the UK, it's in Australia, and it's in the United States. and I think Canada may have got a touch of it. But basically, it's a subscription-based Twitter. So if you pay them money, you could be on your own special little Twitter. You can have your own little Twittersphere. And it's bad enough. Twitter is already an echo chamber for the left. But now they actually have a place that you can pay them money to go be another echo chamber for the left. I have no idea the subscription costs. I couldn't get any real details on it. That could be an algorithmic issue with my particular area, which is predominantly conservative. Believe it or not, they track that kind of stuff. My fire looks so much better on there than it does over there. Over there, it looks like it's about to die. It looks great right there. I think I'm going to have to throw something on it real quick. And if someone is watching, they've got like 50 minutes to get here. This fire dies. No, I'll find more stuff to put on it. Matter of fact, and this cigar is unraveling on me, which is really weird. I'm going to go ahead and put some more on the fire. I'm also gonna go get my water container so I can test out my new coffee maker. Here, watch that burn for me. I'll be right back. It is definitely starting to get dark. All right, so what we got here, this is my water bottle. I picked this up for $1. It's, I believe that's aluminum, and it's even got a little squirty cap on it. I'm not gonna worry about that. And what we're gonna do is I'm gonna put a little bit of water in it. I'm gonna put that in the fire. There. May have to go get something to grab that out later with. We're gonna boil that up. Where's my cigar go? There it is. Oh, we're gonna boil that up. Break that in. What I've got here is some freshly ground Colombian coffee. Just ground it literally just now. And then this I picked up for $2. Still in the bag. I might need a coffee cup. I'm going to need a coffee cup to pour this over. Come on now. I'm not even sure. All right, looks pretty simple actually. I don't know what that is for. Interesting. Yeah, I guess I just put that on top of a coffee or a coffee cup, and that will make me some coffee. So we'll set that down there for a minute because I'll probably have to hunt me a coffee cup here in a minute. And it looks like there's nobody actually watching anyway. So, yeah, that's what we're going to do. Yeah, it's 5. That's what time I told everybody to be here. But that's okay. If you haven't figured out from my last videos, I've decided to start making the videos that I want to make, not the videos that everybody else wants to make. I was actually watching a lot of other preppers today, along with the news. Tyrone, did you really just put more stuff in there? No, you did not. Okay. Anyway, so, and they're all talking about the same shit. They're all talking about how, there's an emergency in Poland, and the European Union needs our help, and Russia's making all this mass migration stuff happen. And I just keep asking myself, what the hell does that have to do with us? Now, I honestly believe that things that happen around the world are indicators of what could happen here. But 99% of the time, all of that gets stopped because of the Second Amendment. If you don't know that yet, you really need to figure it out. You really need to think about it, because they only do that crap. Tyrannical governments only do that stuff when you can't fight back, which is why it's honestly, it's mind-blowing for me that the Australians are going through this crap. They were founded on the fact that they literally protested against British soldiers killing people, killing basically Australians before they were Australians. And they took their guns and they turned their guns on them. Now, I'm not advocating violence in any way, shape, or form. What I'm saying is that when they have all the guns and they have all the rules and they have the ability to shut you up, then you're slaves. All the people in Australia are slaves right now. Let that sink in for a minute. They have to do whatever their government has decided is best for them. They have no free will. That's slavery. So you're going to go to work and you're going to get the jab and you're going to wear a mask and you're going to stay 6 feet away in Australia, and you're not going to go walking outside of your district, and you're not going, and if you do, you're going to get arrested immediately, and you're not going to say anything that we don't want you to say. I got news for you guys. That's slavery. So if they hadn't given up all their guns, they wouldn't be going through this. Now, here's a funny thing, too. There was also some info or some intel on the internet today about a stash of guns that were found in New Zealand. So they're actually like worried that people will take up arms against them, against their government. And New Zealand, for the most part, has been pretty laid back about this whole thing. You know, they did the vaccination. They like completely locked down that island country. And the COVID kind of went away, and then they kind of let it back out. And now people are like, we tried it your way and it didn't work. It's the same thing that's happening in Australia right now. It's just not as bad. And frankly, the New Zealanders are pretty laid back people. So they already may be slaves. They already may be slaves and not even know it. You hear that? That's water. That's water boiling. I need a cup. That's how fast that happened. Well, that doesn't look good. It doesn't look bad either, though. Had to go get me a cup that would actually fit on that little thingy. Now I need something to pick that up with. I don't have that either. Let's stand it back up. It's just sitting there boiling right now. Yeah, that is some hot water. Okay, so let's see what we got here. We got our water, we got our coffee, we got our cup. So I don't know what you can actually see. It looks like that water just really had a little bit of a heyday, didn't it? There we go. I'm going to take our little doodad, and looks like we just pour the coffee on the top of it, I think. I really don't know. Let me look. Maybe there's some magical filtering technology I'm not aware of here. I don't understand. Okay, anyway, I'm just going to pour the grounds in there. There we go. Put that on top of my cup. That seems to fit. Now we're going to pour some water into said cup. There we go. All right, I think that'll be more than enough. Oh, yeah. Looks like that's going right down in there. Looks like you can take a little bit more to make it a full cup. All right. Guess I'll put my iced coffee away. Get my real coffee. This is nifty. Oh, it smells good. Oh, here comes my dog. She's like, I smell that. I smell that coffee. That's what she's doing, all right. All right, here we go. See how this, woo, that's warm. I may not be able to drink that so hot. It happened, it went through really fast. Really fast, so I'm wondering if maybe I need to double filter it, because I think there's a thing on the bottom of it that keeps it. Let's find out. Here on live, let's see what happens. Oh, don't pour that all over yourself. There we go. All right. Oh yeah, that's cool. And then I put it down here and it comes through. And I did pour it all over myself, and my brand new sneakers just got a big old black mark on them. Yay, sneakers! Oh, this is awesome. This is an awesome little coffee maker. Maybe next time I pour it in there and I just let it set instead of doing that. I think at this point I'm ready to drink it though. Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, if you don't know what that is, look it up. And I'm not talking about the software company. Oh, it's some good coffee. That turned out really well. That little gadget, I wonder how hard it's going to be to clean. Guess I'll find out at some point. Oh, that hurt. Oh, right at my foot. Oh, you guys missed it. Those three. You guys missed it. I just made coffee in this little doodad. So I paid $1 for that over there. Paid $1 for that at a yard sale. I just ground up some coffee. This is the cap that goes on it so I can store water in it as well as turn it into a drinking bottle, a little sippy cup drinky bottle thing if I want to. And I just put the coffee grounds in there and poured it in there and put my cup underneath it and got me a nice little cup of coffee. And my fire's dying, so I need to put some stuff on it real fast before we can talk anymore. think I'm going to try and get a bigger log on this. Ah, that was stupid. Don't strip. That's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to get a bigger log on this at some point. Let's do that. Let's see what we can do with that. All right. What time is it? Well, it's nice to see 3 people. Say hi or something. Let me know who's here. And hopefully I know you. And if you're new, say hi anyway. Got both phones running. I got 83% on that side. I don't even know how much power's on that one. Let me see. 73%. Get out of there. This dog will drink water out of anything. All right, so we're going to be grilling up some spiced chicken here in about, I don't know, 10 minutes, maybe 15. We're going to drink that fresh coffee. For those of you that are just showing up right now, I think I could actually like start my entire list over, and then my viewer count goes. Brrr. What do we got here? Who just said something to me? Doomsday Homesteader. I'm rocking a fire to my man. I'm rocking a fire to my man. Okay. I love it. You know, that's one of the things about winter that I really enjoy. That's one of the reasons I've got this fire pit, is because people really enjoy a fire when it's cold outside. And I wish there was more that I could show you without giving away where I really was. Hello, fire. Stop doing that. But it's really nice to be out here in the middle of nowhere, and the ability to have a fire on an evening. You get home, you take a shower, you know, you just relax, and you can come out and start a fire. You can cook on it if you want to. Maybe that's what I'll do. I got a fancy grill thing that I can put right on top of that if I want to, and cook a meal on it. You know, I've just got to make sure I've got some of the good wood. You know, that those larger pieces, that's red cedar right there. Yes, I know it makes great furniture and cabinets, but you know what? It also burns really good too. It burns really hot. Let's see here. So where are we at? Going back, now that we have some people here, Biden issues notices to appear for 10,000 tens of thousands illegal aliens. Yeah, okay, whatever. Anyway, so what do we got? If you didn't know it, the Fed has issued a market red alert. And it's literally so that they can say that they warned you, and they don't have to take the blame, and so that they can come in later on and try to be the heroes and stand the markets back up again. They did the same thing in 2008. They just didn't let anybody know. Ben Bernanke did. He telegraphed that the problem was there, but then did nothing else. So what do we got here? No one's actually commenting, so I will just move on. Man, I hope we can keep this going for a while here. I mean, the stream's been going for 44 minutes, but honestly, I've been up and running around. I did not realize the sun was going to go down so quickly. And I was not prepared with the stuff that I wanted to bring out for you guys. What do we got here? And Doomsday Homesteader, thank you for commenting. I appreciate it. What do we got here? Oh, my personal favorite. The CEO of Pfizer has made a public statement that he is viewing anybody who says any type of disinformation as criminals, and he's now trying to petition the government to make it a criminal act. Now, this actually came up last week. They tried to make something that's not a criminal act a criminal act. So we need to be very aware. We need to be paying attention to that. Somebody just, what do we got here? King's Outdoors must be on the East Coast. Yes, sir. I'm on the East Coast. You know, I wish I was in the mountains. I wish I was a little bit further west of where I am, but you know what? Life drops you down where you are, and that's the way it is. What do we got here? Where we are. Doomsday Homesteader, keep talking. I love listening to your channel. You're a solid dude. Well, I appreciate that. Sometimes I wonder if this is all for nothing, and that's why I actually started like just doing this for myself. You know, I honestly think if somebody were watching me, like sitting like right in front of me right now, I don't think I could do this. But for you guys, ironically, I can, which is super cool. Message retracted. King Outdoors. I don't know why you retracted it, but you can pretty much say whatever you want to here, King. I have the same in sunset in crickets. Laugh out loud. Good to know, man. Good to know. Let's see here. But yeah, so the Pfizer CEO, they're making a play. Okay, guys. Right now, there is I'm going to take this plastic off of here because I don't think that's probably a good idea to leave that there. It is heat resistant plastic, but I don't think it's resistant to hundreds of degrees of fire. All right, let's move all that crap over there. All right, so they're making a play. They're making a play right now. They've got the control that they want. They've been the silent advocate of their own doctrine, and it's becoming problematic. So they're pretty much, I'm in PA. Gotcha, bro. Actually, I don't mind Pennsylvania. Not to get off subject, but I don't mind Pennsylvania. I think Pennsylvania is a good state as long as you get out of the city. Actually, I have a friend that lives in Pennsylvania. I think he lives in Maryland, D.C. area, but he's from Pennsylvania. That's kind of weird too because my family is from Quakers in Pennsylvania. My family was actually my great grandfather was exiled from being a Quaker. Not sure why. I dropped something on my notes. Hopefully I don't need that anymore. It's not going through. Nope, we're good. All right. Anyway, so be aware. It's a battle. Big Pharma is trying to do things that they're being forced to step out of the shadows because, believe it or not, Big Pharma is going to fight with Big Pharma. There's a battle that's going on, and I won't use any names, but there's a pill. It's been approved by the health officials in the UK, and if you get sick, you take the pill, and pretty much 85% of those are their numbers, 85% of the symptoms that you're experiencing go away. I don't know if it's NyQuil in pill form. I actually watched this guy. He is he's an advocate for the carnivore diet, and he's actually a doctor. I think that he was actually like debarred from being a doctor. I'm not even sure. Lost his medical license. I don't know. I just know that there were some circumstances behind him not practicing anymore. But he's extremely intelligent, extremely fit. Talks about the thing every single day, and it's still on YouTube because I don't think that they can kick him off for telling the truth. But he also owns a meat company, so he's kind of advertising for himself. Smart guy, lots of money, but he had the coof and didn't get the jab, and basically day one he just laid around and watched Netflix. Day two he started working out again on his light workout is picking up the 50-pound medicine ball and putting it up to eye level and doing that about 50 times, then dancing around. He's got a video of it and everything. It's hilarious. Day three, he's back to freaking pumping fucking, benching 250 like it's nothing. He's out walking around. It's just absolutely amazing because I am not an anti-vaxxer. I have more vaccines in my body than most people in their entire lifetimes could experience because when you get sent to stupid places, you get a fucking vaccine. I've taken experimental pills during the Gulf War. I've had the old school active, god damn it, malaria pills. They literally they would give you a shot on a Friday and then just tell you to stay in the barracks for 2 days, and you would just sweat it out over the weekend. So I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I'm about free choice. And if that's what you want to do, more power to you. You know, the science that I'm following is very simple. It's pre-2019. It's available on the internet. It's in every medical book and taught in every medical school. So we'll just leave that there so that this video can stay up. And let's move on to something better. I want to do this by firelight. Where are we at here? But yeah, the CEOs of these medical companies are going to start battling for position and power. They already have you under control, and the word booster is not going to go away, and we'll leave it right there. What do we got here? Russia is behind the EU migrant crisis. If you didn't know it, there's a couple of other YouTubers that are like, they don't know what to talk about. It's like, it's supposed to be a prepper channel. They don't know what they're talking. They don't know what to talk about anymore. It happens. You run out of ideas, and you start to regurgitate your old stuff or remix or remake. You know, that's why you see my 2021 bug out bag. You know, it's pretty much a joke at this point. Oh shit! I've got a comment here. Hold on a second here. It needs approval. I'm going to just approve it. Show. All right. So what do we got here? What I like is you don't push a bunch of bullshit or bullshit products like the My Pillow guy. Thank you. I truly appreciate that comment. So here's the thing. I do have a way of people supporting the channel. To this date, I have received 0 cents for it. And that's fine, because it's just like, you know, everybody wants everybody's time is important. Did that go through? I mean, I pushed the right button. I'm seeing it here. Maybe it takes take a second to pop in. You know, I don't see the need for it. If I find this piece of gear that I think is really cool, and when I say cool, I don't mean tactical. I mean cool as in, hey, someone could really use this. You know, 1 out of 3 perspectives might actually find a use in this stupid little gadget. You know, then I'm going to say something about it. I'm going to tell you about it, and I'm going to either recommend it or not recommend it. It's just like those power cells. Review on. Doing gear reviews absolutely suck, because you have to do cinematics, you have to have a script, you have to do the research on the gadget. You know, you have to decide whether you're going to put your name to it. You know, and people expect that. That's why I don't like doing them. But like I said, that was 3 out of 5 stars, and that was because it was just overbilled. It was like, oh, this is great, and then, you know, it had its pluses and minuses. Now, what I will say here, I will tell you a little secret about My Pillow, and I just got another one in here, and I'm going to read that in a second, but I don't want to get off track. So, if you go to the My Pillow website, they sell these little. They don't market them as camping gear, but they're a portable pillow. They're like sleeping pillows, and they come in their own pillowcase, which is custom fitted to it, and they're about maybe that big. They're maybe that big. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. There we go. They're about that big. Extremely comfortable, more comfortable than the ones that you'll buy on the camping sites, you know, it's like I use it all the time, man. You get that and you don't get a crooked neck, you don't get this fake poofy thing. They're really, really comfortable. I think they were like $20. What I will tell you is, be careful if you do go to that site and order them, because it's very easy to order a $20 pillowcase instead of the pillow. I don't know if I don't think they meant to do it that way, but it was just very weird. You can get them with not logos, but like Cineramic pictures on it, and, you know, other cool stuff. Yeah, just be careful of that. All I'm saying is that if anybody were to ask me about the miniature My Pillow travel pillow, I would say double thumbs up. Love the damn thing. Use it every week. Okay, so I had a couple of chats come in here. What do we got here? I just bought a patch for my pack. Says I refuse to comply. Okay. Oh, look at old Julie. She loves her My Pillow as well. They are awesome. Yeah, dude, I think that's cool. I do, but I'm going to say something, and I don't want anybody's feelings to get hurt. I think patches like that are useless. And I do because if you're here and your friends know you, they know that you're not going to comply. They know if you love America. They know all the things. You know, I think the one that was the most interesting. I gotta put something on this fire here in a second. But I think one of the most interesting patches I ever saw on somebody's gear was you can keep the change and I'll keep my guns. Everything for me has to have utility. That's why there's like no stickers on my car. I could have that thing loaded up with Marine Corps stickers and some soft stickers and just the craziest crap. But now I'll be honest, I do have one, and it has a utility. It tells people when I park, because I'm in different properties throughout the week, but when I park my vehicle, who has one state's plates, in a local place that has a local and that little local sticker on it, it tells people that I respect their place. I'm part of their community, you know. And it's stupid, but it works, and it's honest, too. So that's the only sticker that you'll find on my car. Now, check it out. If you really want to put a sticker, if you really want to put a patch on your gear, if you really want to put a patch on your plate carrier, if you want to put a patch on the back of your hat, you know, if you want to do that, put your blood type on there. Put your blood type on there. You could buy them. They're super cheap. They work every single time. And they have utility. It could save your life one day. It really could. Because they're going to test. If let's say you get drug into the ER. You're on the range and you got a ricochet come back at you. Yeah, it does happen. Watch YouTube. And honestly, those are stupid people. But anyway, you get wounded. Somebody grabs your stuff. They call the paramedics. Paramedics show up and they drag you off. And in the process of them radioing back to the hospital to let them know that you're going to need extra blood because you're gushing like a fisher, they already know that you're O negative or B positive or vitamin C. You know what I'm saying? They already know that. And that's a useful patch. American flags? Well, I hope so. You're in America. And if you're not, welcome. But anyway, so that's just my perspective. And I've ran my suck. I need to put some more wood on this real quick. I'm running out of time. And I got to get the grill started too. So I'm going to put some wood on there and I'm going to warm the grill up real quick. And hopefully you'll still be able to see me a little bit. I'm going to put this right there. Hello. Hello, fire. Put the stuff back in there. There we go. There we go. There we go. We got some fire in the grill. All right. We're going to let that warm up. And while we do that, I'm going to show you what I'm grilling here real quick. I don't know if I got enough light, but I got me some spiced chicken. We're going to grill that up. And I really love, I don't know if you can see that. This stuff right here, man, this stuff is the bomb. You can put it on anything, but on chicken, it's super awesome. I'm going to close that up and let that heat up a little bit. Nope, I can't go that way. I'm going this way. All right. There we go. Now I had some comments come in, so let's take a look at those real quick. God, man, my eyeballs are sucking these days. Let's see. Stickers help you identify people with like minds. Very true. That's very true, Julie. So basically, we need to make local prepper stickers. If you guys want a local prepper sticker, let me know. I'll share my logo with you someplace, and then you can just go online. And I had thought about like getting some merch made, but you know, by the time I took orders and whatever, and I'm just not interested in that crap. So if you want a local if you want the local prepper logo, let me know, and I'll send the logo to you. You can put it on cups or shirts or tattoo it to your body. I don't know. What do we got here? I love my country. I won't comply with all that's being pushed by those who don't. Thumbs up. Wife's an RN of 25 years. Absolutely, Julie. Yeah, completely. Listen, bro. I don't know your background. I don't even know how well you can see me because it doesn't really look very good on this phone, but I'm gonna say something to you. I think that everybody country. Um, and I think that it's important that we stand up for things. But I also think it's important that we are out and out, um, completely woke to the fact that these people that are against the American way of life, and that's truly what it is. I'm not talking about making things like they were in the 1950s. I'm not talking about putting women back in the kitchen. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the American way of life, where people had the freedom to make the decisions that they wanted to, as long as they weren't hurting anybody. You know, it's like a lot of libertarians. Their big thing is that it can't be a crime if it's a crime, or if it's a crime, or if it's illegal with, or what is the words I'm looking for? It's criminal without a victim, and it's very true. It's very true. Now, yeah, we can play the game where, okay, speeders, that's dangerous. That could be, or we can play the game with taxes for roads, or we can do all those things. But if we stay focused on the fact that it's not that you love your country, it's that you love what your country stands for. This is the last bastion of freedom on the entire fucking planet. That's why people all want to come here. It's that easy. If the migrants could find a way, and they have been lately, kind of, if they could find a way to come here to the United States in mass from Europe, there'd be boatloads of them showing up on the shores. They would just drive up. It would be like Cuba and Miami Beach in the 80s. I think that we need to be more community oriented. I'm a firm believer that there are strengths. There is strength in numbers, and that when we hide and just get angry at what we're seeing on Twitter or even Fox News, when we can see through. I was with somebody last night, they could see through these two lawyers not telling full truths on live TV. And they were protecting themselves. But people can see that. And we shouldn't have to do that. We shouldn't have to hide in our it almost sounds like Biden-esque. Hide in our basements and watch YouTube and get angry and stressed all day long. We shouldn't have to do that. And that's what's pissing people off. I'll revert back to my video from day before yesterday, where I talked about how we had it really, this last November 7th, people in the United States, they forgot about the thing, and they forgot about how bad things are. And they saw that in the state of Virginia, something good could happen. And if it could happen there, it could happen anywhere else. And they saw that anything is possible when you put your mind to it. You could push back. And then November 8th, I'm just going to release my rule. That rule about that OSHA rule, which is still currently contested as I know, and the administration is already like, whatever, we don't care. They did that today during the press briefing. That rule was not supposed to come out until next week. But they had to put their thumb. We wiggled our necks out from underneath their boot for 24 hours. So they had to get us back underneath their thumb. They had to put their feet on our neck instantly, because that's how you control people. When you give them freedom, they get a taste for it, and then they'll fight for it. It's very sad. It was very sad on November 8th. And everybody felt it. Everybody was like, this is what we've been worrying about the whole time. And it was a crushing blow for a lot of people. A lot of people are very, very scared that they're going to lose their livelihood. They're going to lose their freedoms. That if that thing isn't what it really says it is, how badly they could get messed up. How, you know, life longevity is a real thing. We all want to live forever. Well, that was weird. That's the fire horn. There are dogs. Can you hear that? Somebody text. Can you hear that? Penny, come here. Gotta hope you can hear that. So what's happening is there's a fire horn that's going off. And there are wild dogs on the property next to ours. And they're running around. I mean, they're wild. Nobody lives there. It's like, I don't know, like 50 acres of wilderness. But there are dogs that people have just dropped off here in the woods. And then they found the pack. And there's like a pack of like six to 10 of these dogs. I've seen them on my property a couple times and had to run them off. But anyway, they were howling at the fire horn. That is too funny. I gotta find a bigger log. You're gonna make this thing last a little longer, and I need to get stuff on the grill because I'm gonna have to turn this video off here in a minute. Okay, so I'm going to have to, and obviously I'm now more viewers are showing up. I didn't even get through my list of things to talk about, which is actually pretty cool. What do we got here? Probably hunting dogs. It's Penny howling. No, it's not Penny. Penny doesn't howl. She's a coonhound that won't hunt. That's why she was in the SPCA. That's why she's here today. Oh, that was a rhyme. That was pretty good. If you guys like what I'm talking about, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button. I told myself I wasn't going to ask for any more likes. You know, it's kind of like I didn't want to ask you guys for anything anymore. I just wanted to make the videos and just see what happens from there. Following, appreciated. I think I'll try and make this last longer next time. Maybe Thursday. We'll see. Don't stop. I see. Okay, I won't stop then. I will not stop. I'm going to do that for you, Julie. I am going to go wash my hands real quick, though. I'm going to go wash my hands because they have chicken stuff on them right now. And I got to get a spatula. And I will be back like as fast as it takes me to walk through that door and back out here. Enjoy the fire. Okay, I've got a spatula. Make sure my grill is still on. Oh yeah. I got me a spatula. My little towel go. There it is. Got my towel. And I probably got about 8 minutes tops. Hopefully you guys won't run off too quick. I won't run off any faster than I have to. Yeah, I'm not even going to do that. I'm just going to enjoy my coffee. All right. All right, where are we at here? You should talk about him while he is gone. Yes, you should. You should talk about me as much as possible. You should really like stroke my ego as often as possible. Anyway, all right. So since I've been ordered to stay by a subscriber, I must comply. As you have given me your time, I will give you mine. What do we got here? We don't care about Russia. We talked a little briefly about this, but now that I've got like 7 people, believe it or not, so there's something called Twitter Blue. I'm not joining, and here's why. So the left is trying to create their own little echo chamber. It's going to be Twitter, but under subscription. I should get back here so you can see my face a little better. So basically, you're going to pay. They're going to pay. You have to pay them to be part of their own little special Twitter group. Okay, well that's good because then the meat will be done. All right, where are we at here? So just kind of be aware that it's out there, that it's happening. I want to talk a little bit about our wire group. We had somebody join from Canada today, Alex. It's slowly building itself, and what's happening is that preppers are figuring out that there's people out there that they can talk to all the time. And honestly, most of the time, it's for intel. You know, I'm retired, so I can pretty much sit around and watch the news and different sources online, things like that. And a lot of times, I'll find something out, and I will boom. If some kind of Penny, get over here. If I find something that's happening like right then and there, and it's going to affect people, I'll say what it is, and I'll hit that ping button, and then the little phones will be like, bing, and they'll know. And we all know that we don't ping unless it's really important. But it keeps people up to date, keeps people in the know, and it's a great place just to talk. A lot of times, you know, I talked for an hour and a half this morning, and I probably spent at least 2 hours today just chatting with people. In different places, different situations, you know. I recommend that you check it out. Look for Local Prepper, all one word, on the Wire app. And yes, you can use it on your computer. They have all of it. If you go back to any one of my old videos, like the ones I just did today, it's right in the top. You can find the download link, and yeah. It's there. I recommend you join up. I'll get you into the prepper chat. It's not a problem. And it's completely encrypted. So, okay. Shameless promotion over. Where are we at here? Okay. Yes, it is. It is. What do we got here? We need to stop. We need to start thinking about what is really happening. You know, people are always trying to figure out why something happens. They try to figure it out long before they figure out how to solve the problem first. They've been brainwashed by the world that we're in today to think that, and those dogs are, 3 of them I can hear right now. They are going wild back there. I'm wondering if there's not a coyote back there, because I know we have coyotes out here. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. Hey! They're completely ignoring me. But they've literally pushed us into a position of serfdom. And that's what they really want. When I say they, I don't know. Them, those guys, the people in power. There's no other logical reason for the things that they're doing to us. You know, they're talking about shutting down another pipeline. They were basically forced to admit it yesterday. The government doesn't research anything that they don't plan on doing something for. They just don't do it on a whim. They have a plan. Now, unfortunately, the real plan is they're basically turning the government green. They want every single part of the government to have some kind of green aspect. And instead of doing it incrementally, instead of saying, hey, listen, guys, we can't shut everything down all at once. Instead of doing it incrementally, their plan is to just force us into it with this mentality that we've tolerated you enough. And it's a problem. It's a real problem. Show feet and ankles, please. Why? Tell me why, and I will. Uh, Here's a hilarious thing I heard today. The Democrats are trying to convince folks. It went way too quick. Democrats are trying to convince folks that 70% of people in the poll that they did were most worried about climate change. Oh, yeah, I saw that too, Julie. That was fucking hilarious. That was hilarious. All right, I got to put something bigger on this fire. We got to do something more, and I got to flip my chicken. Yeah. Oh, damn it. Oh, yeah. Move you guys off of the flames a little bit. That didn't work. That chicken's done. Yeah, I saw that, Julie. It's pretty sad that they can just make shit up like that. Because I looked for the poll itself, it was nowhere to be found. The actual poll data was nowhere to be found. I think it was just some CNN poll that they made up. But yeah, it's serfdom. Oh, I got something here. Somebody has said something here. Okay. I don't know what that means. Doomsday homesteader. Oh, I'm semi-aroused. Help me. Help a brother out. Thank you, Doomsday. Doomsday says, you fucked up, Harvey. I'm not going to put that on there, Doomsday, and I'm not going to do that just so I can keep the video up. If there's too much profanity in a video, and I say fucking shit all the time, but if there's too much profanity in a video, then at some point the YouTube algorithm will pick it up and cut the video. I don't remember turning that light on. I guess I did. Anywho, so we need to be aware of the whole serfdom thing, because that's the way they want it. They want us to just do whatever they want us to do. And they're actually pretty damn good at manipulating us. They really are. There's something called the misery index. It's actually, there's two types. One is the financial misery index. You take a couple of values, you put them together, and that determines how happy people are based on their financial situation. The other misery index is how you feel, how bad you feel. And let's face it, I mean, it's like, so I'll give you a perfect example of a very generic misery index. So the first 4 years of the Obama administration, people were like, okay. I mean, I was still with the DOD at the time, and we didn't want him to be the president, but he became the president, so we did what we're supposed to do. And okay, you're our commander in chief. You say we do. Let's destroy our enemies. And that was all good for about the first 9 months. And then we slowly started seeing this rapid change where he was just literally doing some Looney Tunes shit. Everybody remember he couldn't get any cabinet members passed or appointed, so or cleared through the Senate. So he created czars. And then he even made that one up, the climate czar. And that somehow stuck with us. It's bad news. It's bad news all the way around. And it's bad news because what they've basically done is decided to ignore the law, ignore the government. What do we got here? Message retweeted. No, retracted. I got you, bro. But yeah, you can hear everything out here. And then he mysteriously got reelected, and that he was the most liked president ever when he got reelected. That's hilarious how they always regurgitate that crap. But then everybody started spiraling down. We felt it in the DOD hugely during his second term, because what he did was he literally stopped all DOD contracting. He literally, anybody who worked for the DOD, if there was a contract, he pretty much just canceled it. If there was a contract under review or getting ready to be executed, he just turned it off. So companies, even the big companies, have spent millions of dollars preparing, selling the idea, saying, we can do this. We're your guys. And like that, they were all turned off. The industry, the contracting industry, the military contracting industry, instantly started to fall apart. And I think that's when I finally decided that I was not going to work for the government any more than I had to. So, Harvey, I ain't got no mods. Don't make me block you, bro. If you're semi-aroused, that's nice. Do what you want to do quietly in the comfort and privacy of your own wherever the fuck you are. What do we got here? That's the dark humor of the military. It's probably, honestly, I wouldn't doubt if it's actually somebody I know, and they're just trying to see if they can get a rise out of me, because that's part of the military humor. It can be pretty dark. Oh, what do we got here? Oh yeah. So Paris Climate Accord, right? G20, right? What is it? FOSS 26. All this green. And so today, I guess France realized that they're full of crap, and they've announced that they're going to build a nuclear power plant. My meat is burnt. I can sense it already. My meat is burnt. Well, it's definitely cooked. That's what happens when you touch metal with your hands. Oh, that's okay though. Where's that smoke coming from? All right. All right, and that's how you do it. Oh, I don't think you can see it. It's not just a little bit of blackened on there. Oh yeah, that's going to be some good stuff right there. I'm just set it right here next to the fire. All right, let it cool off just a little bit. All right, looks like even through all that, we still have 4 people watching, but I don't know if I trust these numbers. What do we got here? Oh, we got some. What do we got here? Toronto Road Wars. Okay, cool name. Can we just go back to doing a rain dance or something to pretend we have some control over the weather? Huh. I don't know, man. I mean, they did have that program, listen, it's legitimate. If somebody can remember the name of the program that they made to mess with the weather, put it in the chat so we'll all be aware of the name of it. But yeah, if you think for a second that we can't make the weather do weird stuff, or at least make clouds into funny shapes, then you really ought to pay attention, because the government has been trying to do that for years, and not because of bad stuff, but because if they could make it rain in a place that needed rain, or if they could disassemble a hurricane while it was still at sea, that would be the hope. That would be what they would want to use that for. Could they HARP? That is absolutely right, Toronto. It's called HARP. And the sites exist. They're real. The government has said, this is what we're doing here. These are the places that we're doing it, and we're doing these experiments. There's no refuting. There's no tinfoil hat on it, anything like that. Now, unfortunately, the government loves to turn good ideas into weapons. Seen it firsthand. I think the exact statement I heard was, That is super, but how can we use it to kill people? Yeah, those kind of things happen. But so positive stuff. My chicken, it looks worse than it is. I think it's going to be okay. I think it's going to be okay. Going to make some mashed potatoes with it. Already got the water kind of really, really warm right now. I can turn it onto a boil just like that. Whip up those instant water only mashed potatoes. All righta. And going to be cycling those preps. Yep, we're going to be cycling those preps. Maybe some canned vegetables. Yeah, because it's about time to start working through the bottom palate. But let's see here. Still have a little bit more time, and still people are giving me their time. So let's see. Yeah, irony. Paris Climate Accords equals nuclear power plant. The green people must be just like crapping their panties right now, going, "What are you doing, stupid French?" What do we got here? Where are we at here? Oh, I wanted to say something. I have to be very careful how I say this. But and somebody may have just chatted something that's not showing on my phone. No, it was just the harp stuff. But so something happened today. It's confirmed, but I'm gonna bet that it'll never make it into the news. So a U.S. Marine died today. 9 days, completely healthy, no hidden problems that anybody knows about. And I know this person who relayed this information to me, so I know it's solid. He died today. Not in a combat zone, not in a training accident, not in a car accident, not in falling off a barracks walkway. He died today of a heart problem. That's what they know so far. I think you all know where I'm going with that. So the threat is real. And I think that when this is all over with, hopefully we can put a couple of these people in jail. Because it's so ugly and dangerous right now. Where are we at here? Oh yeah, let's see. The House Select Committee on the January investigation issued 10 more subpoenas for Trump people. So this tells me that the head hunt 2.0 is on, and the left is just going to keep doing this stuff. So just be aware. Obviously, you're not going to get subpoenaed unless you did something. But yeah, pretty much half of his big people in his White House staff that were influential are now being subpoenaed. My response on Twitter to that situation was very simple. I can't wait for them not to show up, because that's exactly what happened when the Republicans were in charge. And they would issue subpoenas, and people would not show up. And then they'll be like, held in contempt of Congress. Referrals, DOJ. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. I always find it interesting when people think that because there's been a change of power, how the rules somehow change or don't apply anymore. Okay. Well, I've been streaming for an hour and 29 minutes and 52 seconds right now. And I absolutely love every second of it. And I wish I had more to talk to you about, but my chicken's getting cold. Yeah, I think it's time to go. So, till the next time, guys, do me a favor, hit that like button for me so far. Or no. Let's try it again. Do me a favor, hit that like button. That's what the bloopers look like. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe. You've seen what I'm doing. So, and till the next time, I want you to stay safe, and I want you to have a great day. And tomorrow I'll come back with the bad or the ugly, the bad, and the good, because that's how I'm doing it now. If you're old enough to know what the good, bad, and the ugly is, if not, look it up. Hey, no, come here. Come. Good girl. She's so stubborn. All right, guys, love you, and we'll talk to you later. I'm going to push this button now, and hopefully it's going to shut things off, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.